Hello everybody, Béatrice Garrett speaking from the Pierre Fabre Foundation in France. The Pierre Fabre Foundation and AIN have been collaborating in two areas, knowledge sharing and professional training, two domains of key importance, especially at the time of the world pandemic. Let's illustrate our conviction that professional training is the key for stronger and faster adoption of digital health and our commitment in that field. In Africa first. 3 years ago, the Pierre Fabre Foundation has supported the creation of the Digi Santé Mali, a digital lab within the University of Science, Techniques and Technology of Bamako in Mali, and the creation of the e-health training program, the inter-university diploma entitled Innovation and Health Practices, as a result of a partnership between the universities of Bamako, but also Dakar in Senegal and Abidjan in Côte d'Ivoire. The overall objective of this training is the acculturation of health professionals, senior officials and industrialists to promote a consistent and effective transformation of practices. This involves creating a common culture to respond to the reluctance of many actors concerning digital technology by making participants ambassadors of e-health in their countries. For the second intake, whose recruitment was closed at the end of February this year, out of 98 applications received, 21 participants from 12 African countries were selected with profiles of medical doctors, pharmacists, computer scientists, academics, and Ministry of Health civil servants. The Foundation has awarded scholarships to support 18 of them, including 8 women. The online courses, 100 hours, took place throughout March, and the grouping of participants for the classroom part in Bamako eventually took place the last week of November. Let's congratulate our 18 alumni. What about Asia? The method is different, but again, we chose to support a university training. This time through a new partnership between AIN, the University of Maidol in Thailand, and the Pierre Fabre Foundation. We encourage students from low-resource Asian countries to apply for Master of Science and PhD scholarships in data science, for healthcare, and clinical informatics program. The Master of Science and PhD program are provided by the Department of Clinical Epidemiology and Biostatistics, Faculty of Medicine in Maidol University. In 2020, the 2 selected students to benefit from the 2-year scholarship are from Cambodia and Indonesia. They have met the criteria for admission in the Master of Science program at Maidol University, which of course is very high level, and also express their intention to go back to work for and in their countries once graduated. As we all know, Indonesia and Cambodia have a great need for more health informatics workforce. Let's talk now about our contribution for knowledge sharing through the Global South eHealth Observatory. The objective of the Global South eHealth Observatory is understanding, analyzing, sharing, and encouraging digital innovation in the service of the health of the most vulnerable. Created in 2016 by the Pierre Fabre Foundation, with the support of a French development agency and in partnership with the IOF, the Agency for Francophone University, and AIN. Well, totally open source and accessible via the website odes.io, the observatory is a resource center for projects implemented in Africa and Asia, a tool for monitoring and sharing information, as well as a network of experts and players in the digital health. The observatory's annual conference is a high point for the restitution and sharing of expertise. The most relevant initiatives targeting underprivileged populations are rewarded there. In 5 years, the observatory has listed 164 initiatives, conducted 46 field surveys, and provided technical and financial support to 34 winners. What about the 5th conference of the observatory, which was held this year on the 15th of October? Well, it was a special one. hosted at the headquarters of the Pierre Fabre Foundation in the southwestern France, but connected in the world with 13 duplexes, including Singapore, India, and Laos. Filmed and streamlined, the conference was attended throughout the world with almost 3,000 online connections from some 20 countries. No surprise, the COVID-19 pandemic preempted the global health agenda. So we've chosen to focus the debates and exchanges on the central theme, ICT and health crisis, and explore digital tools at the heart of the fight against epidemics. Let's share some highlights of the conference and lessons learned from different parts of the world. As soon as in April, the Foundation commissioned 2 experts in innovation in Africa, Sabira Delcrim and Julie Lancriette from Startup Bricks, to carry out a study entitled Technology at the Service of the Fight Against Epidemics in West Africa. The study revealed the many examples of indigenous technological solutions that cut across different sectors of activity. Health tech for self-diagnosis, edutech in digital training, fintech as a solution for social and solidarity economy. All of them implemented to deal with the COVID-19 and which have ultimately contributed to strengthening health system on the continent. The lessons learned from this study indicate that digital technology in Africa is an asset for crisis management, a formidable vector for information and awareness raising among the population, optimization of epidemiological monitoring and data feedback to health authorities, and for streamlining logistic management by medical teams. Other outstanding contributions came from Taiwan Ministry of Health, who gave a feedback on Taiwan's winning strategy to fight the COVID-19 epidemic thanks to ICT, and also from Mr. Ani Eskandar from ITU or Mr. Derek Munini from WHO, questioning how over the last 20 years, digital tools have integrated and then shaped national strategy to fight epidemics in Asia and Africa. Let's quote Professor Léonie Claudine Louguet-Sorgo, Minister of Health from Burkina Faso, who expressed her thoughts and experience about digital health. Digital can't replace a clinician, but in public health, we can no longer do without it. It appears that the past epidemics of SARS, MERS, and then Ebola saw the emergence of new tools based on ICTs. Their use, adapted to local needs and context, have been a force for proposing innovative, effective solutions that are closer to the practices of population. Governments and actors who have been able to learn from past epidemics have demonstrated greater resilience and better management of the health crisis linked to the COVID-19, thanks to a systemic, preventive, and innovation-driven approach, which will need to be extended in line with current and future challenges. All information about our works are available on odes.io. I'd be very happy to share more with you during this AIN General Meeting. Goodbye and thank you.